Okay. I am not sure what happened there. Um, it just my stream completely crashed. Um, but I think I'm good now. Um, okay. I think we're good. I really don't know what happened there. Um, okay. Um, I really don't know what happened there. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're back. Oh my god. The field is just completely covered in snow now. Okay, should be good now. Well, this is cool. They like highlighted the lines on the field so that you can see them clearly on TV. Throw to the right side on 3rd and 5. Incomplete. Broken up. Looking for Lil Jordan Humphrey. Fourth and 5. I'm pretty sure the Patriots missed a field goal. So that's cool. And the boot is away. Bounces into the end zone. Touchback. It's going to be Patriots ball. You guys listen to this. I will be right back.
Has been incredibly useful in helping me secure gainful employment. That's sarcasm, by the way. I'm still living with my parents, and I haven't been able to find a real job yet, so I'm off to a great start. In the meantime, I drive for Uber and Uber Eats, sometimes both in the same night, depending on what's popping. It's not a career, but it's money, and it lets me feel like I'm doing something productive while I figure my life out. I know that sounds kind of pathetic, but it's what I've got right now. I drive mostly on weekend nights, Friday and Saturday, usually from around 9 p.m. until 2 or 3 in the morning. That's when the surge pricing kicks in and the drunk college kids need rides home from the bars downtown. It's not technically a night shift, but it feels like one. This happened a few weeks ago. It was a Saturday night, maybe around 1:30, and I was about ready to call it. I was about to turn off the app when one more request came through. The pickup was downtown, which was fine, but the drop-off location was really far away, past the suburbs even. I almost declined it for that reason, but the fare was too good. The girl I picked up was completely normal. The drive took about 40 minutes. By the time I dropped her off, it was past 2. And then I was alone, out in the middle of absolutely nowhere with a 40-minute drive back to civilization. I turned the car around and started heading home. Not 10 minutes into the drive, I saw a car stopped in the middle of the road with its hazards on. I approached cautiously, and I realized there were 2 people standing in front of the car, waving their arms like they were trying to flag me down. My first instinct was actually not to stop, but I'm someone who can't just ignore a person in need. So against my better judgment, I decided to stop. I stopped the car about 20 feet away from them and rolled my window down a few inches. Just enough to hear them, but not enough for someone to reach inside. It was a middle-aged couple, which actually put me at ease a little. That is, until they started talking. The woman did most of the talking. She had this frantic energy about her, but also something that felt slightly rehearsed, like she'd given the speech before.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Pollen, a product manager here at Snowflake. I'm so excited you've joined this session. We're going to be talking about building with Snowflake Intelligence. Obviously, there's a lot of excitement around Snowflake Intelligence this week with the general availability. I want to give you a brief overview of Snowflake Intelligence, but what's exciting about Build is we're actually going to dive deeper into some of the new features and new capabilities that will help you build agents easier than ever before. Now, if you're newer to Snowflake Intelligence, I do want to take just a little bit at the top to explain some about why we're so excited about Snowflake Intelligence. So as I have the chance to talk to users and customers every single week, one of the things that I hear time and time again is that organizations are often encumbered because it's so difficult to get everybody on the same page. Everybody's looking at a slightly different glimpse of what reality is. Oftentimes we're slowed down because when we want to understand what's happening in my business, what's happening with my team, I'm digging through a bunch of static reports or waiting for manual analysis. This slows me down. It means that different organizations are encumbered. They're all waiting for that data, for that intelligence, for that insight they need to do their job. We want to change all of that. We want to provide a way where there's a new age of independence, where people are able to get their job done faster. They have access to all of the information and intelligence that they need at their fingertips that they can talk to like a trusted colleague, which is why we're so excited about Snowflake Intelligence. This is your enterprise intelligence agent. This breaks down those organizational silos, and it means that you can now operate in your job, in your function. Your data team can be more efficient because everyone has access to that data.
I am back.
So this means that now you can
Sorry about that. Took a little while, longer than I would have liked.
She said they were warning drop.
3rd and 4 for Drake May and the Patriots from their own 42. Looks to throw. Dancing around, directing traffic, and he's sacked. Wow, had all the time in the world, and he's sacked. I guess he did have everybody covered pretty much. They're going to have to punt. And it's booted away. A low punt. Bounces out of bounds at about the 31. And that's where the Broncos will take over. Bang. Bang.
Drivers about a collapsed bridge ahead. She went on to say it happened earlier that day, and they'd almost driven right off themselves. she pointed down the road into the darkness and said if I kept going that way, I'd end up in the river.
What?
Naturally, I asked them what I should do instead. The husband spoke of a turnoff that was about halfway between where we were and the bridge. He said it cut through the woods and that it would
No,
take some time
no,
to
no, no.
drive.
That's where you, no.
The bridge.
Don't do that. Don't start driving in the middle of the woods.
I didn't know what it was.
Take the same way back that you came.
Trust my gut and just drive the way I had been intending to go.
Yes.
About a mile down the road, I saw the turnoff they'd been talking about. It was this narrow dirt path that disappeared into the trees, and it was barely wide enough for one car.
Yeah, it's a terrible
I
idea.
decided to keep driving, and a few minutes later, I reached the bridge. I slowed down a little, but it was fine. It wasn't collapsed for sure, and it didn't even look damaged at all. I drove across it without any issues and made it back to the main highway a few minutes later.
Genius.
Even though nothing happened, the experience
Yeah.
stuck with me to the point where I didn't sleep well that night. I kept thinking about what would have happened if I'd followed that couple's
You'd be
instructions.
dead.
If I turned down that dirt road alone in the middle of the night. A few days later, the curiosity got the
Oh
better
my
of me
god,
and I
you
did something
fucking
stupid.
idiot.
I drove back out there. It was the middle of the afternoon this time, broad daylight, which made me feel slightly less insane.
That's a terrible idea.
I retraced my route from that night. Those people weren't there this time, obviously. When I got to the turnoff, that dirt path into the woods, I slowed down and pulled over. To my surprise, there was something new. There was a sign nailed to a tree right at the entrance of the path that simply said, "Dead End."
See?
That sign hadn't been there before. I would have definitely noticed it that night, even in the dark. Someone had put it up in the last few days. I sat in my car for a minute, staring at the path. In the daylight, it didn't look quite as ominous. It was just a narrow dirt road that disappeared into some dense trees. I wanted to explore it a little, but I was worried about my car getting stuck. So I decided
I think
to
you
go
should be
around
worried
the
about
corner.
dying.
I'm not sure what I was expecting
Oh,
to find,
yeah,
but
go
I knew
on
that there was
foot.
daylight
What a
out.
great
I really
idea.
wasn't scared at
It's
all.
not like if somebody starts chasing you, you just have you're just in a foot race, or if an animal comes out of the woods, you're probably not going to outrun it. Like, you're not going to outrun a cougar or something. That's a
Turned off my
terrible
engine.
idea.
As soon as I stepped out of the car, though, I got a bad feeling.
Yeah, because you're alone in the middle of the woods.
Stood there at the edge of the path, trying to see further down, but there wasn't much to see, really. I don't know what it was. But
We are
something
back
was
from the
scary
ad.
and
A
actually
handoff to the
allowed me
right
to
side to
relax and
Harvey.
keep walking.
Pushed out of bounds near the first down. I think that might have been like a jet sweep. 2nd and 1. Mims motions, handoff, bounces out to the left, bounces back inside, and can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He is stood up by a couple Patriots defenders. Third and 1 from their own 39. In the shotgun is Stidham. Handoff up the middle, and he will get the first down and push forward for an extra yard or two. Gain of 3. First and 10 from their own 43. Under center. Handoff, play action. Scrambles out to the right. and throws out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Stidham alone in the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 2 left. 9:12 left in the fourth quarter. Screen pass, and is that not a pass interference? I'm pretty sure he tackled him like way before the ball got there. No flag thrown, though. Was looking for Ingram, I think. Hit his own offensive lineman. Oh no, I guess that wasn't too early of a hit. Stidham looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket, under pressure. Throws over the middle, caught, but brought down. Well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. They're going to punt now from their own 47. Crawshaw back to punt for the Broncos. This one is booted away. Another low kick. Bounces at about the 12 and goes out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Pretty solid punt there. And that's going to be an ad.
Things went from 0 to 100 in about 2 seconds. As I was turning around and walking back to my car, I heard a scream ring out behind me.
That's where you run.
It was this awful scream, definitely a woman's, and it came from somewhere deep in the woods down the path. I can't tell you how fast I was out of there.
Good.
Before I could even think, I was already speeding away. I don't think I've ever been so scared before, and that was about 2 weeks ago. I haven't been back to that spot since, but here's the thing. I can't stop thinking about it. Part of me knows I should just leave it alone, but I've been thinking about asking one of my friends to come out there with me.
No!
I do.
No!
And send it, but
You're
now,
white,
all
aren't
I
you?
can really do is wonder about that scream and those people.
Good God. I don't know how I feel about Joe Burrow potentially coming to the Vikings because I love J.J. McCarthy. I don't want to give up on him. But, I mean, you hope that J.J. McCarthy gets to his level. It's like with Sam Darnold. We were hoping J.J. McCarthy played to his level this year, and he didn't. We know that Sam Darnold would have played good another season. We know that Joe Burrow would be fantastic. Man, just, I don't know. And I feel bad for McCarthy because he loves the team. I love the J.J. McCarthy. Just, man. I don't know. I'm so conflicted. I don't know, man. Let me know what you think in the comments or something.
A few winters ago when I was working overnight security in a commercial warehouse complex. I was 26 and had been doing the job for 8 months. The shift ran from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., and I was always the only employee on the site. There was a supervisor I could call if something went wrong, but for the most part, it was just me and the cameras. The complex was in an industrial area on the edge of a small city that didn't have much nightlife. Most nights followed the same routine. Clock in, do a walkthrough of the exterior, then settle into the security office to monitor the cameras.
That's creepy.
And every hour, another patrol. The warehouse stored mostly industrial equipment and bulk supplies. Nothing particularly valuable. But everything went sideways, started pretty normally. It was cold enough for there to be snow falling. But nothing.
And we are back from the ad break.
This is my first patrol.
Patriots from their own 9-yard line. Oh, wow. Went for the handoff, but I believe Stevenson slipped, and then May was going to take off, and then he slipped. So, just a disaster play there. Yeah, Stevenson slipped. And then Drake May did the same thing. That was funny. Oh, man. It's snowing heavy yet. It's probably like an inch of snow on the ground, maybe. Getting chilly. And a handoff to the left side, gain of 2, maybe 3. It's third and long. From their own 7, the Patriots. I wouldn't be surprised if there's no more scoring in this game. 3rd and 11. May scrambles out to the right away, throws way over Moody's head, and 4th and 11, that's going to be a 3, and out. Be hilarious if their punter slipped. And he did not. Oh, I think he might have shanked that. Oh, yeah, he completely shanked that. That was a bad punt. First and 10 for the Broncos. Where is that on the field? I can't tell. Okay, well, it didn't tell us. Oh, Super Bowl 60, wow. Oh, they got people with snowblowers coming out on the field now. Wow, they got it on the... Wow. They got it on the Patriots 33. So that's like a 30-yard punt. That is bad. A handoff to Harvey and slips up in the backfield and is brought down. Loss of about 4. Wow, it just really started, the snow really started ramping up at the end of the third quarter. It was like fine the whole game, and it just got really bad at the end of the third quarter. Second and 12. Was only lost 2 on that first play. Dumps it down to Harvey, gets past a man, then brought down, and that's going to be a loss of 1. Just stood up. Oh no, they're going to say he got back to line of scrimmage. 5:48 left in the game. From the Patriots 35, the Broncos are down by 3. Oh my god, I didn't even change it. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this whole football thing. Back to throw, steps up in the pocket, and scrambles, and he slides down about 6 yards short of the first down. Lil Jordan Humphrey looking for a flag for a hit on the quarterback. I don't really get that. I mean, he barely even touched him. Oh, dude, that's not even close to a penalty. He smacked the ball and otherwise just like didn't even touch him. This is the first conference championship game with 3 missed field goals since 1991. 46-yard attempt for Will Lutz, and it is blocked! He missed it! I don't know if it was blocked or what, but it was wide left. And it is no good. Wow, that's 4 missed field goals. Okay, I think it was just a terrible kick. It was wobbly. It was wide left. Just a bad kick. Let's see if it was blocked. It did. They got a finger on it. So it was blocked. Yeah, cry about it, Sean Payton. Wah, wah. And the Patriots are going to take over on their own 35. Hand off to Stevenson to the left side. And falls forward for a gain of 3. Now on their own 38, 2nd and 8. Only a gain of 2 on first down. Another handoff, and he is hit in the backfield and tackled for a loss of 2. Everything is just so much slower right now because of the snow. Third and 9 from their own 37. They're going to have to throw it here. Snow melts in May. Very funny. Under center. May, they're just going to hand it off. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. You got to pass it at some point, dude. Yeah, it's slippery and stuff, but you gotta still pass it. I mean, I guess there's only 3 minutes left. It's 4th and 10. They're going to say he lost a yard. And the Patriots are going to bring out the punt team. And timeout called by the Broncos, I believe. Bang. Here we go. Ugh. 3-minute minutes and 11 seconds left. Marvin Mims back to return for the Broncos. And the punt is away. He did not shank it this time. Out of bounds. Right at about... I don't know. First and 10 for the Broncos with 3:05 left in the game. Looks like about their own 20-ish. Like their own 22, 23. That's what it looks like. Do or die at this point for the Broncos. And if I'm the Broncos, you got to get real close for this field goal. Because it's super hard to kick. Steps up in the pocket. Stidham shovel passes it to Harvey, who's tackled right away. Gain of 1 maybe. They're going to say he got nothing, actually. No yards. I really want stupid-ass Sean Payton to get eliminated from the playoffs, man. They're going to say he gained a yard. 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 33. 27 seconds till the 2-minute warning. And substitutions being made, so the ref was stopping him from snapping it. 18 seconds. And now Stidham throws to the right side. Jump ball, interception! Christian Gonzalez! And that basically will seal it. Just throwing it up. Caleb Williams style. Jump ball to Mims, picked off by Gonzalez, brought down right away. Wow. What a way to probably end the game. That was a terrible throw. Oh, wow. So if the Patriots get 1 first down, it is game over. That's what happens when you got Jarrett Stidham at quarterback. Whoops. Don't worry, I'm okay. Some stuff just fell off my desk. Patriots on their own 36. Handoff to Stevenson to the right side. Plowing forward. Gain of 4. And that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Back to the office. Around 1:30 a.m., I got a motion alert on one of the loading dock cameras. This wasn't unusual. The system was sensitive, and wind or animals...
I will be right back.
I watched for a minute, but everything looked normal. Just the empty dock and snow drifting past the floodlights. But the alerts kept coming. Every 10 or 15 minutes, the same camera would trigger. Each time I'd check the feed, and each time I'd see nothing. What started to bother me was that the movement always seemed to happen just at the edge of the frame, like something was there but not quite in view. By 2:30, I had maybe 6 or 7 alerts from the same camera. No other cameras were triggering, just that one. At 3 a.m., I went outside to check it myself. The snow had mostly stopped, and the complex was dead silent. I walked the full perimeter of the dock area with my flashlight. I didn't see anything unusual. All the bay doors were closed and locked, and there were no footprints in the snow except for mine. I went back inside.
Okay, so it was probably...
a loud, metallic scraping sound, like something heavy being dragged across concrete. It came from inside the warehouse, somewhere deep in the building. I checked the interior.
It's an animal.
6 feet showed empty aisles. I was starting to freak out a little bit because I started...
It's probably just a wind then.
being toyed with or watched somehow. but still, I explained the noise away by chalking it up to the wind or something. An hour later, though, I heard it again. It was louder this time. The dragging sound, followed by a sharp bang, like something had struck one of the interior doors. I cycled through the
Probably
cameras
like
again.
a meteor.
Nothing on 1 through 5. When I got to camera 6, though, the feed was black. Maybe 3 seconds of static, and then it came back. Something was different. The angle had shifted, just a few degrees.
Oh, so somebody moved the camera.
Someone had bumped the camera or adjusted its position.
Okay.
At that point, I had no choice.
You had to pull out the shotgun. Oh.
And headed into the warehouse.
Okay. That's kind of
Interior was
boring,
massive,
but I guess.
probably 80,000 square feet of industrial shelving arranged in long aisles. During the day, it was bright and full of forklifts. At night, the overhead lights were dim to save power. Everything in this yellowish half.
Okay. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left in the game. Patriots with the ball. Broncos with just one singular solitary timeout left. Hand off to Stevenson, gets nothing. Broncos call their 3rd and final timeout with 1:56 left in the game. 1:57, correction. Of course, you got to give Sean Payton that extra second. He slid him a 20 before the game because he's a cheater. Has been for about 20 years. And it's 3rd and 6, and with these conditions, they're probably not going to get the first down. I formation, May under center, Matt Collins to the left side. Play action, Drake May taking off, stiff arms a guy, first down, and gets out of bounds, and that is going to seal it. Drake May calls game. And the Patriots are headed to the Super Bowl pretty much. Wow. Wow. Suck it, Sean Payton. Yes. They're going to take a knee and flags. Encroachment on the defense. I think he tried to reach under the center and try to get an interception even though they're kneeling the ball. Which doesn't really make sense. 1st and 5. That stopped the clock, though. From the Broncos 48, they're going to take a knee. Oh, let's go. Thank you, Patriots. I've never been happier to have the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Just don't let them win, please. Please. They don't need another one. We're good. $1:18, 1:16 left in the game. 1 second. 1:16 left in the game. Take a second knee. One more, and this game will be officially over. Sean Payton's a fucking dumbass. Let's go. I fucking hate Sean Payton. And there's the final knee. Game over. And the Broncos and stupid ass Sean Payton have been eliminated. Yes. The Patriots are headed to the Super Bowl. I like that. 3, 2, 1. Game over. Final score 10-7. A shootout. Let's go. All right. Well, I'm going to be going live in about 18 minutes, streaming the NFC Championship game. So I'm going to end this stream, and I'll see you guys in 18 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. Bye. 17 minutes.